What is up, Bulldog Nation? Matt and Micah are back for episode 67 of The Doghouse.
Awesome.
Yes, season 2, episode 25.
I'm Micah Harris.
I'm Matt Tanner. Thanks for joining us again this week. We are excited to be here. This is going to be a guest that is from our area, but who is involved in Sikeston, but doesn't live directly in Sikeston, but he is crucial to our area, and we are excited to have him on, and we'll let him get into his story. But this week it's Mr. Perry Harper, and Perry has Southeast Missouri roots. Obviously, he's a Charleston made me. Charleston made him too. Well, actually, his parents. I think
his parents were from here.
They are.
He lived in Arkansas.
I was just gonna say. I think he grew up in Jonesboro, Paragould-ish.
Mm-hmm. And I think moved back here because of family.
Correct. Yeah. And Perry is the worship pastor at Minor Baptist, and he's involved in a whole host of other things. And we'll get into that and talking about him and some of the great things he's working on for the community of Charleston. He's very passionate about that. I've known Perry for quite a while.
He's even helped us with the podcast, talking about different things.
Absolutely, he has. Yes, he has. He'll be a big help to us on some of the technical aspects of what he does he's trying to revitalize the Charleston High
Drinkwater auditorium.
Yeah, the theater department.
Which is very nice.
It is very nice. As a Sikeston Bulldog, I'm very envious of the auditorium that they have, and I'm because our bond just passed. And by the way, did we talk about that on a prior episode?
No, we haven't.
Yeah. Thank you, Sikeston. Thank you, Sikeston School District. Thank you, voters, for passing that. Roughly, wasn't quite 70%,
close,
68, almost 69%.
We talked a little bit about it because I think we talked about it passing because you needed 57%.
57.14%.
If we didn't, but thank you.
Absolutely. I don't recall, so thank you for that. 2 new additions, one to Wing, one to Lee Hunter. Roughly 20 more classrooms.
Each? Or?
No, total. Roughly
okay.
10 each. They'll be moving the students from Southeast and dispersing them between those 2 elementaries. Not sure yet if it's going to be each of them be 1 through 4
grade level or continue like it is community.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. 1 through 4. So we're not sure how that's going to go yet. Hasn't been decided. Speaking of that, there are some surveys and things you can fill out that have been online as parents and as community members. Yeah, we're all stakeholders. We all pay taxes. And so that is something that if you're passionate about, fill out the survey. But again, thank you, and went around the world to say this. We're getting a new performing arts center out of that as well at the high school.
Like the performing, like a band shell almost. It
will replace the band shell to begin with, which will have band, choir, orchestra, and drama. And it'll be up to date and a lot of room and all those things.
But it's designed to have expansion for
correct. Yeah. For an auditorium at some point. Hopefully, as they say, sooner rather than later. But it won't be right now because that's
just how much money we get.
You get $11 million and you do what you could do with it, right?
Right.
And things are more expensive than they were even a few years ago when we built Lee Hunter and Bulldog Hall. So what do we always say? You get what you get and don't throw a fit, right?
So it's better to kind of invest earlier than later.
Well, it is within reason, and I understand there are some folks that don't want their taxes to go up, and I understand. I don't like taxes as much as the next person.
But if you don't spend it now, down the road, it's probably going to go up.
Oh, the same building that we would be talking about now would probably be 20% or just
10 to 15% higher.
They're higher. They're just going to be
even 10 years from now.
Correct.
And not only that, I mean, like just maintaining the buildings.
Yes, that's correct. The band shell has been a wonderful building on our campus, but it's just time that it needs to be replaced.
Right.
It just is. That's not a knock on anyone or anything like that, but it just needs to be replaced.
I appreciate the forethought of like trying to plan ahead instead of doing it all at once. I mean, because that really would cause a tax increase.
So we're going down the road here. I wasn't anticipating going down tonight, but so back in 2014, the bond did not pass. It was a $32 million bond that didn't pass. That was a big tax increase, and what we got from the voters said, do it in stages. Mm-hmm. That's basically. We did some research, so to speak, afterwards, and some surveys. What didn't you like about it? Kind of that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So do it in stages.
Which is why we want you to fill out the surveys now.
Correct. Yep. And so we went. So we started doing everything in stages. Yes. Mm-hmm. Had we done more in that $30 million in 2014 would go further than $30 million today. And it's not $30 million. We could have. Things were cheaper in 2014 than they are now. Yeah. I mean, that's just common sense. Yeah. And so, with that being said,
just maintaining your house. Just think about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, concrete. Used to be $80, $90 a yard. Now it's $200 a yard.
We just built on the property of the church, and the biggest expense of it was concrete.
Oh yeah. So we're in the basement of my home, and Jeff Gerald, who's a good friend of mine, when we built our home, poured the basement, sidewalk, driveway, garage, the concrete pad out back. It's roughly 2,000 square feet ish. Or as far as the home, the rest of it's whatever. But he said it seemed like it was $35,000 or $40,000. Right now, he said it would be $100.
Easy.
That's a little over 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're talking about when we're saying things are just more expensive now than they were.
And that's just the foundation.
Oh yeah,
You're talking
that's
about electrical wires, everything. But I mean,
right.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole because it's just the way life is.
It's just right. That's just, and it's not a criticism. School district have moved on. We've gotten some bonds passed. We did get one passed with a tax increase, which I mean, literally by 30 votes or something.
Which gave us what, Lee Hunter or
yes. Yes, yeah, we had to have that to get these new buildings done, the Lee Hunter and Bulldog Hall. So,
and a FEMA building
at the kindergarten. That's correct. So we're blessed to be able to do that. Our community is so supportive of all the things, and we are very glad of that. We want to promote that again. Part of what we do. Speaking of that, we know part of our promoting and our partners that we have with Mercy Phoenix and Green Grass Guys, they are a large part of that as well. They believe in our mission, and we talk about this every week of how we see things and it aligns with them. And so we're very, very proud and blessed to have them as partners. Again, Mercy Phoenix, MERCI Phoenix, like the city. They are your healthcare staffing solution. And again, I know for a fact that Jody Cheney, by the way, is the owner of Mercy Phoenix. They are looking for EMTs, RNs, CNAs, paramedics, EMS. They are looking for those actively. And if that's something you're interested in, please give them a call. Or if you're involved in a business that needs some healthcare staffing solutions, they are your go-to. I promise you. Also, shout out to D. Bizzle and Green Grass Guys. They are your one-stop shop now they're going to be doing mosquito spraying.
And
they're coming here.
I was listening to the basketball. I very well may talk to them about that.
Oh, heck yes, because we'll talk about this afterwards.
Was that the big announcement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I think it's a monthly thing. Talked to D the other day. He's like, "Hey, your name's on here for me." Dude. I don't know when it's going to start. Obviously, you don't need to do it in October.
No,
but okay, maybe November, December, things like that. Obviously, it won't go then, but probably
from
May.
About this time.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I remember coaching football in October. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
mosquitoes.
Oh yeah,
that's the time you want to be outside.
Right. Correct.
And
And the mosquitoes, around here aren't bad until the sun goes down, and then they're just awful. They will literally carry you away.
Yes. I was wondering if that was something. Because I was listening to the radio on the way here for the baseball game, and they have Bizzle Blossom, or they were saying something different than green grass guy. But anyway.
Now, that may be part of that new business that the guy bought. I don't know about that. But green grass guys is the mosquito and then the turf management as well. Okay. So, again, they are your go-to. I promise you will not be sad that you called them for your yard, for the mosquitoes. We're looking forward to it. Aaron and I are actively, I don't even told you this, we've changed our plans. We're going to redo the backyard, but we're going to make a podcast room out of that other room on the other end of the basement.
Oh, okay.
So we've kind of changed it. The building, speaking of prices, it's just too much. I'm not interested in spending that kind of money. But we're going to redo the backyard where we can use it more.
Okay.
Have some outdoor settings, fire pits, things like that.
Okay.
And we're going to need some mosquito spray or whatever his process is.
Like outdoor kitchen type?
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, we're very much.
We know who gets to host the family thing.
Well, that's fine. I love it. We love. I love doing that. That suits the heck out of me.
Me too. I want to do something like that too, but I'm not that level. But
well, I mean, we don't. Well, I ain't got pricing yet.
No,
stay tuned, as they say.
I'm just saying. I've got ideas. What I want to build a smoke shed for.
Oh yeah.
Like my barbecue grill and stuff like that. Yeah. I've got places out there to do that. So
yeah. So anyway, there'll be the
mosquitoes will be on top of my list. Though.
Absolutely. But those guys, Mercy Phoenix, green grass guys, they're your go-to. I did get our third sponsor today. We'll give them a free shout out. It's on a little different scope than what Mercy Phoenix, but it's the Bunker.
The Bunker. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. We can go in and hit on their TrackMan, which I'm pretty much a golf aficionado. TrackMan is the standard for.
So does that give you feedback on like your swings and stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. It tells you club face, how much the ball's spinning, launch angle, club path, anything you can think of. I mean, TrackMan is the standard in launch monitors.
Okay.
That's what they call launch monitors for all the stats of your swing. All the how we talked about geeking out on some of that stuff. I geek out on all these golf stats. Yeah. Tells you how far you hit the ball, how much roll.
It gives you exit velocity, velo.
Oh yeah. They call it ball speed. Yeah, club head speed, exit velo like baseball, but ball speed off the driver or off the club. Oh yeah, just all kinds of stuff. Spin rate, all kinds.
Now that you can do different levels, like you can do memberships, or you can go in and just pay to go in.
Correct. Yeah,
okay.
We'll talk.
We'll get into more about that.
We will. We'll talk about some of that, but then there are. On this, you can go in there and practice. They got courses. I mean, you could play Augusta, you can play St. Andrews, you can play. It's a big screen you hit into, and you're playing the holes and all that stuff. So it's really, really cool. It's interactive, and so they are now one of our partners, and so we're very excited to have them. Let's get to some shout outs for our folks this week. We're going to give a shout out to Luke. He does all of our graphics and things like that, and he's got those done. He's also going to be a guest.
He's going to be on the show today.
Yeah, he is really he's good friends with Perry. Luke, Perry's a worship pastor at Minor. Luke plays the drums out there, so they're good friends. But Perry's good friends with our family. He and his family.
And I mean, like Luke Theater is his.
He enjoys that as well.
Music and theater, all that.
He enjoys that as well,
and I think he'll be add to the podcast.
He absolutely will. If we can get him to either talk, because last time he didn't talk. But he might get to talking so much we'll have to shut him up. So
he might. We'll let him go.
That's right.
I'll keep quiet for him because I'm gonna ask the off question. And like it's kind of. I got the list of questions. I don't. Man, I've been kind of busy.
That's all right. I know you have. It's
but I mean, like I normally read them at least.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a chance to read them.
That's okay.
But I think I'll be all right.
You'll be good. Shout out to Erin my wife, for allowing us to get all this done and take up space down here, and we're proud that she's involved on that level. Shout out to Justin, our general counsel, and general nuisance. General nuisance. He's he's a big part of what we do here, and we appreciate him very much. Thank you. Shout out to Tucker Cheney, Jody Cheney's son. Again, I saw Tucker today when I was over at the bunker. I know. I just randomly they were in there playing when I walked over there and had to go to meet.
Was you over there at lunch?
Right before lunch. Yes. Yes.
I ate at Buffalo today. So.
Oh yeah. Well, when Aaron and I left to go to lunch, you turned in front of us, or we were already turned out on the road, and we saw you pass. Yeah. So saw Tucker and his grandpa, his mom's dad, Mr. Randy Crow. They were there playing a course and doing whatever. So they were. It was good to see them. Shout out to Tucker for his help with video editing. Shout out to Derek James, Brian James for all their help with stats, scores, highlights, stories, background, history, info. All of the things, anything we need. And one, certainly last but not least, shout out to Tyler Anderson for the cool sign on the wall. Shout out to him for that. Twisted Arrow Woodworking. I call him TA. That's why I say TA. Twisted Arrow Woodworking. Shout out to Tyler for that. Please like, share, follow the Doghouse on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Give us a share. Give us a review. Give us a comment. Invite people to like our page. We are almost at 1,000, Micah. We're at 988.
I haven't looked at it lately. Yeah. I'm telling you, I've been busy. Kind of crazy.
I understand. We're at 988. We're trying to get to 1,000. So if you haven't liked our page, please go like our page. Like our page on our Instagram, our TikTok, and our YouTube. Go subscribe on YouTube. But when you subscribe, you just hit subscribe. It's not like you don't get a bill for a subscription.
I was at the Zay Festival this weekend, getting a lot of people in Charleston listen.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. Our numbers keep going up, which is very good. All the social media, all the views on there, all of the downloads, they're going up, and couldn't be more thrilled with that. We're very excited.
I ran into a few classmates, and they were like, listen to your podcast, and
awesome.
And they were like, even though you're a bulldog,
right?
I'm like, y'all don't live here either.
That's right. I like it. You can catch our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, FM player. Again, there's a whole host of them, along with our embedded player on our website, which our website is thedoghouse.buzzsprout.com. And if you need to send us an email, it's doghouse.sykeston@gmail.com.
Give a shout out to my wife for letting me be on here today and picking the dog up from the daycare.
The daycare?
Yeah, doggy daycare.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Got Samson there?
Oh, yeah. We can't leave him at home.
I understand.
He would go through a lot of social anxiety. But they're good to him there.
Good.
I mean, it's not fully open yet, but I mean, like it is. We do have a doggy daycare coming.
Good. That's great. And if you are interested in partnering with us, please give us a shout. Reach out to Micah or me or to the Doghouse directly, and we will get in touch with you. We're very excited about that. If you want some swag, again, give us a holler. We've got it for sale. And got a new shout out this week, Mike. Mr. Chris Moore. I don't know if you remember Chris. He's big tall guy from Sykeston, a 93 grad, played basketball. Then he wrote for the paper.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think he was the one that dubbed Charleston the Factory for all those years. That's Chris. He reached out to me on the website, on our fan mail. He said, hey, first time, man, Deej and B-Boy. We call Brian B-Boy. He said, Deej and B-Boy told me to listen. They listen every week. I love it, man. Keep up the con. And I said, now, is this Chris Moore? They call him Seymour. It's a whole nother story. And I said, Chris Moore, Seymour? And he said, yeah, that's the one. So I had to make sure.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks for listening, brother. We appreciate it very much. We love when people reach out to us and let us know they're listening. With that all said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our guests this week. Stay with us. Hey, thanks for sticking with us through the break. We are back for the more important part of our episode, wouldn't you say, Micah?
Yeah, the more prestige.
That's right. We have some prestige now. And before we actually get to the reason why we're here for our actual guest, we have a special guest host that's here.
That has quite a bit of knowledge in the subject we're going to talk about today.
Correct. And we are, he is normally our audio-visual guy that actually came up with what you're seeing here on TV today. He does that every week. I say on the TV. When you watch it on YouTube or clips or whatever, when you see the TV in the background with the name and all the stuff on there, it's my son, Luke. Thanks.
How you doing?
Thanks for joining us today, Luke.
Eh.
And he knows a lot about music. Obviously, Perry does, and a lot of theater knowledge and other useless knowledge, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that all of it's useless.
No, it's not.
It depends on the person's taste.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
Or the subject matter.
Yeah.
Okay. So, without further ado, let's introduce our guest. Is that all right? You
Sure.
ready? All right,
ready.
let's go. This week, we're joined by Perry Harper. He's a worship pastor at Minor Baptist Church in Sikeston and a big part of the revitalization of the Charleston High School theater department. Perry's background includes ministry, music, live performance with Sight and Sound Theater in Branson, and now helping lead Charleston's upcoming production of Cinderella on May 1st and then May 3rd, along with the Little Princess Tea Party fundraiser on May 2nd. And we'll get into more of that. He's a University of Alabama graduate.
Roll Tide.
I was going to say, he knew what I was going to do when I just pointed. I knew he knew what to say right there. And someone using faith and creativity to make a real impact on our area. Perry Harper,
Welcome to the doghouse.
welcome to the doghouse.
Hey, happy to be here, guys.
Thanks for coming on. It's as Mike and I talked earlier, and we talked a little bit about before we got on here, Perry is got roots to Charleston, obviously, your parents. And
Evidently, we just found out that, grandfather.
We got deep roots.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that.
So, mom and dad both graduated from Charleston. Shout out. And then my eighth great grandfather, I believe, is the one who plotted out the town. So
that's some serious roots in Charleston.
Deep roots.
Wow. Okay. So.
And you spent a lot of time as a child in Charleston, coming back and forth to.
Absolutely.
Right.
Even though we lived in Florida for my dad's job, we came back for summers, a lot of holidays to spend time with my grandma.
Sure. And then we talked about it before, and then Mike and I did on the first part of this, but actually before we came on here, you went to Greene County Tech in Paragould or outside of Paragould or whatever.
Yep.
That's where you went to school. So.
With some Charleston or some Sikeston ties to that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Coach Hollifield coached at Greene County Tech for it's either a year or two. I can't recall when he was there, but it was.
I think we kind of determined that Perry would have probably been either
junior high,
junior high,
schoolish,
middle schoolish.
Yeah. When he was there. So, tell us your story. Tell us all about Perry Harper. Wow.
Like what we don't know about Perry that we need to know.
Oh, wow, that's a little dangerous. But,
Hey, this is a family show.
Family show. No, no. We're. My name is Perry Harper. Like they said, I was born in the hospital down here in Sikeston, but from Charleston. My dad relocated us down to Southern Florida, Cape Coral, nice.
That's Miami type area.
Nice weather.
Cape Coral, that's University of Miami, right?
Well, Cape Coral.
I'm sorry, Coral Gables.
Coral Gables.
There
yeah.
we go. Sorry.
So that and Fort Myers area. So, but we got relocated back to Arkansas to get closer to family.
Sure.
So
of course.
grew up in Paragould for most of the formative years of my life. Really dove into music, theater, and went to Arkansas State.
Oh.
And then headed to the University of Alabama for one subject, but ended up getting picked up by the vocal department for graduate studies and vocal performance.
So your graduate degree from Alabama then?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a master's in vocal performance and ended up headed the opera route. But
my brother, his undergraduate is vocal performance. And then he's an attorney.
And his wife has a vocal performance too, right?
She's got a master's from Ole Miss in something with music. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day. When you have a music degree, you can go in so many different directions, even outside of music, because of how applied it is.
Yeah.
That a lot of schools look at that and go, "Oh, you're at least dedicated enough to get that." So it's really it's kind of a stepping stone for a lot of different avenues.
Sure,
It's cool.
Sure.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, one of my friends went to dental school after getting a music degree, so it happens.
Yeah. Well, that's like I said. Justin decided.
Law school.
Well, I think he at first thought, you know what, I want to try the Broadway kind of thing. Different things happen, and he's like, yeah, just wasn't going to work out. And then he tried to come. He wanted to teach for a minute, and he's like, that's not where I need to be. That's the tough. And so then he's like, what about law school? And he loves to argue, so it's right up his alley.
Hey, that's a performative art as well.
Yes.
That is true.
But
You
he
are
hasn't,
exactly
But he
right.
hasn't been in a courtroom since 2012 or something like that.
Or before, probably.
I think he said it was 2012.
Okay. So, but he performs all the time. That's for sure. They do what's that hee-haw thing?
They do the hee-haw every year. It's for Relay for Life cancer. That's what fundraiser they do down there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they do an excellent job at it. I mean, like it's just like the hee-haw show you watched on TV. And
You ever saw an episode of Hee-Haw, Luke?
I know what it is.
Have you ever watched an episode?
Not a full one, but
I mean, like even the corny jokes and all.
Oh yeah.
So, but it is pretty good. I've watched it 2 years in a row.
He's done it.
2 years in a row I've been down there.
Yeah.
This is Justin and Tara's second year doing it. She usually
They've been doing it for
it's
50
years
years or
I
something?
think close to 50 or more.
down
See, it's stuff like that, like just awesome opportunities to dive into like a community performance or something for
Right.
a cause. And
Right.
I love that.
Right. So after you graduated from Alabama, you were like in Denver. You were. I mean, this.
So
is,
yeah,
You work
This-
for like TV
yeah,
stations.
kinda.
we ended up heading from graduation to first performance. Then I ended up in New York, had opera performances in there. Then we ended up with some musical theater opportunities, which a roundabout way ended me up at Sight and Sound Theater in Branson.
Yep.
So that was an amazing opportunity for.
So, Luke, are
performance
you
there.
going to jump in here, or you probably know
Yeah.
all these things?
Oh,
but
we've. It's not like we've had.
okay,
like,
well
lunch
then you
about
lead this part and ask him like about Sight and Sound.
Oh,
So
Lord.
just so I mean, like what plays and what shows?
Yeah.
Sure, I came on the second year of Jonah.
Ooh.
I was the able to be the understudy king, and then but I got to be the fun king. Then I got to ride on a chariot.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
that was awesome.
King Jeroboam.
Exactly, King Jeroboam rolled out. I was a primary Jeroboam, so daily 10 shows a week. I got to ride out on a chariot with a beautiful horse.
You did 10 shows a week.
By the time we left, they had so much demand and so much opportunity to spread the gospel through the theater that we're working with that we were at 10 shows a week.
Well, we've looked at
Yeah.
At the-
I've counted like 11
sometimes they pushed into that later, but that was after me.
later, but that was after you.
But they at least do 2 a day, right? Kind of.
To,
2 or 3.
Yeah,
Sometimes
sometimes you have a one-time day where you're
Yeah.
able to get an evening break, but a lot of times Friday
Yeah.
and Saturday three shows a
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
so. I guess we're probably going to go for. I don't want to get not specifics, but like, do they sign you for the show? Like, so it's not like okay, you come here and you just work until you don't want to be here anymore, kind of thing. Or they sign you for that specific show, and then you're there for all of the rehearsals and the actual shows and stuff like that. Or?
Yeah, you have a year show contract.
Oh, okay.
At least that's how it was when I was there.
Yeah.
You have a year that you're signed on, and that might not be the whole run of that show. It might just be the first run of that show, but oftentimes you get recontracted for the second year.
Gotcha.
But you come in for rehearsals. For me, that show had already been running a year, so I came in, and they knew a lot of it, so it was almost like put in rehearsals for some of the newer folks because they were ready to hit the ground running for the next season.
Oh.
But it was exciting because that was an intense show, and I'm sure we'll kind of hit on it, but that boat set piece that we got to be on, man, that was probably one of the coolest set pieces because the robotics of it made it rock,
Yeah.
and it made it move, and they had all the the underwater scene.
We'll have to put some kind of picture.
Yeah, we'll try to.
Yeah.
If you get me something,
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
throw
yeah.
it in here on the
Yeah,
video
yeah,
that kind of shows that scene. I'd love to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen it on DVD and it looks.
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
we saw that, right?
No,
We didn't see Jonah. No, we saw Noah.
We saw Moses.
Oh, that's right. We did not see Jonah.
Yeah, we
That's
did
right.
not see Jonah.
It's for those that don't know. If you're listening to this, you don't know. You're thinking like, "What the heck are they talking about?"
Yeah, I think we should have said that before.
Probably
Yeah.
should.
Well, he talked about it as being a
Yeah.
way to share the gospel.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. When I tell people this in my novice,
In your own words.
my non-musical, non-theater vernacular, it is not like a puppet show at the church or like a bunch of kids. This is Broadway quality acting, singing, all of that stuff on this kind of stage. It is unbelievable.
I've said it's almost kind of like IMAX, where it's just like on all three sides.
Yeah.
So to put it in perspective, it's a 24,000 square foot stage.
Yes.
3 sides that try to get it fully immersive, just to keep the distractions away to be able to tell that story. It was a big concrete stage that was.
Oh yeah.
It contains so much.
And they use live animals.
Live animals.
You're gonna make me have to go check it out.
You've never
absolutely.
been?
I've never been.
You are
Missing
absolutely
out.
missing it.
And be sure to check the backstage tour. A lot of
yeah.
times they're able to walk you through.
When we saw Moses,
Yeah. That's a cool thing.
And I still like to go back to see the new shows that I'm not in to see kind of the inner workings because man, they put some effort in and not to go down on a rabbit hole, but
okay.
you have that new Great Awakening movie. They've dove into films as well, and a lot of my friends from my performing days, actually the Benjamin Franklin character and the Whitfield character, both performed. We both performed together.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're great guys. So
Awesome.
that's an awesome movie to go see as well.
We've been, Aaron, Luke, and I, and Aaron's mom was with us once, but we've been to Lancaster,
The original-
Pennsylvania, which is where it started.
Originally started.
And
it's pretty much identical, I would say.
Few
Yeah.
differences in the building because they kind of noticed what could be fixed and built something
I
very
didn't
similar.
notice. It looks
Right.
identical.
It's a lot more
Me-
backstage stuff.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The part that you as a patron would see looks identical
Right.
to both theaters, and so we've gone. Have we gone twice now?
Yeah,
Up there?
we've seen Jesus there and Daniel.
That's right. That's right. And so I highly recommend it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Besides the quality acting, it's sharing the gospel. That's
really
what,
is.
That's
Yeah.
what they're doing. They will stay and pray with you when it's over, and I mean all of those things. So it's a great thing. And so I guess go ahead. I'm sorry. You got
No, and one of the best things that came out of it for me, as well as performing, is that I met my wife there.
I swear you
Yeah.
must have been reading my mind. I'm like something else happened there too, right? I wonder.
I was gonna ask how you met your wife, but I mean like that. I didn't.
Yep, we were performing in Jonah, and
Oh, she performed too.
Yep, she was
Yeah.
there from the day one of.
Open.
And I'll just preface this by saying anytime I say I during this whole process, it's a we thing because my
Sure.
wife and I are in this endeavor together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not just because I want to be able to have a good, nice, warm meal at home.
Just because it's true.
It's really,
yeah.
she's just as much a part of all this that we're going to talk about today. But she performed at Sight and Sound as well from day one of Noah up until I think just 1 year before I ended.
Nice. So were you anything else besides Noah as well, or just Noah?
No, well, she was in Noah, Joseph,
Yeah.
then into Jonah, and
Oh.
into Moses.
Oh.
And I went from Jonah, Moses. There was also a bunch of Miracle of Christmas
Yep.
performances in
Yeah,
there.
we've seen that.
And
Yeah.
then then I did 1 year of Samson before we headed to Colorado.
That's when
We saw
it.
that one.
Yeah, we saw it. It was,
It was like 2018
because Sykeston was in a state
Yep.
year.
Yeah,
That would have been first year. I would have
Yeah,
been there.
because I think we mentioned it, or Mom
Yeah.
may have mentioned it.
We
that you were
did.
in
that's
it.
right. Because y'all, the next day, y'all went to instead of going home, y'all went to the game.
Well, actually,
We went.
Well, you had a game. You had the tickets
Yeah,
already.
tickets, but then for like the 3:30, but it was getting close, so we just switched it out for the 7:30.
Yeah, and then we
Remember that.
drove home after the performance all night.
Had to get what was that, like some like Mountain Dew and sunflower seeds.
I was trying to get hyped up on caffeine. to
Justin,
make-
That was
Justin
pre
came-
Tesla.
That was pre-Tesla.
That was pre-Tesla.
Pre-Tesla.
For
You
sure.
couldn't just set it and forget it.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, I had to
Yeah.
battle that thing all the way, battle that vehicle all the way home late at night. But interesting. And then you went to
Then we headed to Colorado.
Yep.
Between that time, you had mentioned between the contract for Colorado and the end of the Sight and Sound stint, I actually worked for the vacation channel out of Branson, and so I would do a food show called Branson's Big Bite, and so I got to eat a lot of food and talk about how good it was. Oh yeah, we'll bring up.
Hold up. Where is the best place to eat in Branson then?
Oh, it's probably changed so much since then.
And then when Billy Gales or whatever.
Yeah, Billy Gales has moved. It burned, I believe, and then they rebuilt, and then they had some sort of situation, but then they built a big one going towards Nixa, going towards Springfield.
When I ate there, it was a small little, like, just almost.
What, it out towards Silver Dollar City somewhere?
Yeah, it was not too far.
Yeah, it's like, and they have those giant pancakes and the messy sloppy biscuits. But
right.
my cousins, they own a couple restaurants there, so that Getting Basted Barbecue, he's won so many. He's like in the Kansas City Barbecue Hall of Fame. He's won so many times. So that there, and then they opened up a sandwich shop. But there's some great food. You can really let your waistline go, even if you are dancing 10 shows a week like I was. You could let it. You could be as big as the horse that you're walking down the aisle. But it was fun to be able to kind of expand my art form into audio visual, and once I was doing that show, then they were like, "Hey, have you edited?" And then we worked through those skills. So I do a lot of like video editing, and things like that.
I mentioned it before. I was like, we have to get Mr. Harper in here to help me with some of my novice video editing skills, and we talked about some of the things that you're doing with the theater production and how you do this. And I was like, how the heck did he do that on the Facebook Reels or whatever? So
yeah, between the ideas that we have and BJ Babb, who is who does a lot of the social media, he's got a great skill set, and so we were working with ideas together and been able to bring a lot to that when we get to it. Man.
Oh yeah. So Colorado.
Then actually, I humbly say this, but we were able to do a full season, and then I actually was able to win what they call a Henry Award out of Colorado, which was kind of like a Colorado Tony. Out of hundreds of theaters that they had, they would go and have committees that go and watch, and then my Jekyll and Hyde, I got Best Actor in a Musical.
What?
Right.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it was a humbling experience to be able to kind of push myself with that story. You know, it's the duality, and no matter how you go about it, that duality of your good and evil that is in you, it dwells in you. It pushed me, but it was a rewarding experience until COVID hit. And
I was just going to say
that's what brought us back here.
Yeah.
I had people that were staying in my house in Branson at the time, and we happened to still have my grandmother's house in Charleston, and we were like, we have the kids. We didn't have number 6 yet, but we have all 5 kids.
Yeah, by the way, they've got 6 kids.
Oh yeah. I look good on the video for 6 kids, right?
That's right.
But that's really what pushed us here to say, hey, we have this, and Mom and Dad were like, "What? Go see what you can do there, because there is opportunity in Charleston in a great community, and this whole area, the Boot Heel it has my heart. There's a lot of family ties. I mean, we could list it in as far as Sykeston and Charleston and Kennett.
Your family, your cousins, and Rebecca, and all of them went to school with me.
Exactly. One of my big jokes was I never tried to look for girls when I came to this area because I would probably be related to them. So
I've heard that.
We just avoided that at all costs.
Yeah.
But it was always fun to come back here, and I knew that my heart was here in some capacity, and so we packed up, we moved. And
Denver, when you say Colorado?
No, Pagosa Springs, southern Colorado, right above few hours away from Santa Fe.
Oh, okay.
The Wolf Creek Pass ski. I mean, like we were in paradise, but man, when COVID hit,
it went.
It really
just dried up,
and everybody was trying to just survive, which was great for them, and they did, and they're still thriving. We went back in December to go for a patron's birthday party that was phenomenal, but at the time we had to find what was next and what God provided for us, and that's really what we were able to just sit and, like it says, just be still and know that I am God. Like. Yep. We really just had to listen and say what's next for us, and that idea.
So you came back here with no real plans.
No plans,
other than just a place that.
Not at all. Not even like a perspective plan. It was come. There's something there for you, or at least it's a hub, because what a phenomenal area to have highway intersection. I know sometimes it poses problems, but I always tell people that we're a great area with. The highway intersection.
55 and 57 cross right out here.
2 hours from Memphis, 2 hours from St. Louis, headed to Chicago. The other side of the state really is not that many turns. It's just a bit of a drag to get that on that way. But
well, at least it's 4-lane. It used to be 2-lane all the way to Springfield. Which
was true.
Well, if we ever get 57 all the way to Arkansas, to Little Rock, that'd be pretty cool too.
Yep.
Yeah.
67. Oh no, 57. Yeah. 57.
And then mom and dad are close, and it's a couple hours away back from Paragould, so we have opportunities there. But
even when your kids probably sports, they probably can come to Kennett or somewhere. I mean,
they get there better than I can. When they go to Kennett, dad's there, or Popper Bluff or any of those. While we're trying to, I tell people I feel like a glorified Uber most of the time that doesn't get paid when I'm running kids to different activities, but it's worth it. There's great sports here, and that's what put us here. And no expectations, but God really showed up and showed out.
He did
in my opportunities. So round about a few steps throughout, I ended up as the worship pastor at Minor Baptist Church. And I love it.
Yeah. Now, how long? And you've been there? It's a couple years now, right?
4 years.
What?
I think that's
4 years.
I think I'm coming up on 4.
Holy
ending 4.
I didn't. That's why I said a couple. I didn't realize. You would. Yeah. I'm sure you're right. Time just gets away from you when it doesn't even seem like it.
It moves.
That's terrific.
Well, it sounds like you've been here 6 years almost, or 5.
Sure. Yeah. 5. When we moved in 2020, July of 2020, we got to hit. The first big firecracker, the fireworks of Boomland, and seeing what that was all about. And then
there was no COVID restrictions there, were there?
Nope. But then, so about 6 years. You're getting tenured here.
Right? I was just going to say you're about to do that. So walk us through just a little bit, like, what does your worship pastoral role look like? I mean, we know what it looks like on Sunday morning, right?
Sure.
I can say, okay, he's leading worship. There's more to that than just that. Here, pick out a song and let's play it, right? I mean, there's got to be more than that.
Absolutely. It's a genuine pastoral role.
Yeah,
I think.
Of course.
While mine might be on a smaller scale, I have a great team. A little plug to my drummer sitting next to me, or one of my drummers actually. So we have a diverse team, but we get a chance to just go through life with them. So yes, I'm leading on Sunday morning. My main priority is to try to walk our congregation straight to the throne and lay it all down, to just let it all, because you're coming in with hurt, pain, celebration, all sickness, going through a lot of different things, but just to leave it outside and be able to praise God for what all is going on, the mountains and the valleys. And but on the flip side of it, yes, we have a lot of music preparation and tech preparation,
right,
for our level of worship, but it's also about the interactions with our team.
Yeah.
And we've got an amazing group of people to be able to lead that worship together, because we're leading together in that aspect.
Erin has mentioned, my wife Erin, we've talked about on here before. She fills in, plays the piano some. She's played on different worship teams, and just her description to me, and I'm going to not tell it very accurately or very specifically using the right vernacular, but she said it's more detailed, and I'm trying to think of the term she used. Just the level, the depth to the preparation of the things that you give your team.
It's just laid out.
Yeah. Tell us, how is it laid out for you? Like,
Well, normally, I mean, for us, like normally you send, so we have this app that we can like accept or decline. And then I think like after Wednesday you have like, which like, okay, so like someone sings the first verse, they all do the chorus, and then harmony on whatever part. And then we have like each level, like.
is there something specifically like for the drums?
I mean, there can be, but then we've also got another app called Prime.
Mm-hmm.
It's for like all like the tracks, so we
Okay.
can like listen and just like practice at home. Or
So you could
Yeah.
have those and you could play the
Yeah.
drums to them here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All
One of
right.
the neat things that a lot of churches has explored is, and just like professional level all the way down, is the opportunity to have supplementation for your band.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
This program
Justin's
we
talked
use.
about
some
that.
tracks kind of in the background.
Sure, sure.
Or you could put like, if you don't have a drummer this week, you can put drums in.
Sure.
If you have like, you don't have a pianist, or whatever, if you need a saxophone or whatever, you could.
Exactly.
Or
Nice.
violin.
But when it also comes down to it, you have a sense of like keyboard sounds, strings that you might not even be able to have that, but it kind of gives the
Makes
aura
a
of the
full
song.
sound,
Well,
so
I
to
mean,
speak.
yeah.
Like
definitely.
and this is like a lot of things that you use things like that in the past have been like a set, like you had to follow a thing. Like if the Holy Spirit's moving, you can adjust that with you to.
Yep, I have a stomp pedal that if it's able to kick me, if we need do another chorus, I can hit it and it takes us back in. So it doesn't limit us to just a recording, but if the Spirit's moving, but we also have a plan, because well, as you kind of mentioned, like ours, he deserves our best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
so on a level of, we're going to bring whatever he's blessed us with, we're going to try to just bring that to our worship experience.
So it's just not a canned set. It's you can adjust and.
But there's there's
I mean, there's organization to it, but I mean,
Sure.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going down a rabbit hole with this part, but when some of the letters that Paul wrote to the Corinthians was, you need to be organized, there need to be order in what you're doing too, and that's what you're bringing as
Right.
part of that as well. Not that it so rote and scripted that you have nowhere to go,
Right.
but there is plan and there's order and there's organization to it.
But in the
So,
past, though, that's been an issue though with like some of the stuff that they put out originally, like just
not
kinda,
necessarily, not at minor, but you're just saying
right,
in general.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the technology is great.
Yeah,
Right.
technology. I mean, and why not? Technology oftentimes you can get on such a path with the negative of technology, but if you lean it and use it for His glory, then that's a great thing to be able to. Why not be able to utilize as much fancy equipment as somebody's using on a main stage? If you're able to have it, and it's approachable, it's very approachable, and
Absolutely.
it enhances it. So we have a good time with there, but we grow as a team. And so that being said, it's the music aspect, but it's also the people aspect.
Yep.
We have some wonderful people even outside of the team that because we'll do visits. If somebody's sick, but
Very talented folks that are involved.
just
in
talent.
that.
Yes, absolutely, talent and just a heartfelt.
Correct. Yeah, you can tell
Congregation.
that they're playing from the heart.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you say that so well, but you can tell that it's genuine when they're
Right.
playing, that they are worshiping while they are playing. Everyone that's involved up
Sure.
there, it's very good to see. What do you think your faith and your music, is that what kind of led you into this? I mean, were you in ministry before, or is this?
Well,
I mean, you were with Sight and Sound. That is part of your
So that's
ministry.
the big question.
Yeah.
It's we would have worship services on Friday before, like during cast meeting.
Oh, no kidding.
We would come in and have that opportunity to just worship as a cast.
Wow.
So it was always in the forefront. I would play, or I would lead, or
So he was just setting you up for this, basically.
it was God makes those steps along the way to prepare you, even though if you're not fully, he doesn't.
You didn't know. You had no idea.
He doesn't call the equipped. He equips the called. Right.
That's correct. That's
So
correct.
that's where we that was that first step. But then when there was that unknown,
Yep.
he's like,
He already made plans.
both of us. He said, use what we've given you.
Yeah.
And what I've given you, and that's where it just came out. I started at the church in Charleston, and then grew.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. I forgot
just
about
just
that.
make those steps along the way to where I ended up in full time at Minor, and it's amazing.
And now Amy's family, the whole family sings, right?
Pretty much.
I know her mom and dad, right?
Sure, her mom helps serve on the team, but her dad is the traditional worship pastor at First Baptist Branson, and her brother is the contemporary worship pastor at First Baptist Branson.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, so
where's that? Is that church? Is it on the Strip?
That's the one that's up on the hill as you come in.
What?
The one right as you make that roundabout onto 76.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. So it's right there in your face. Not in your face, but
no,
it's right there.
It's worth visiting if you're there on a Sunday.
Okay.
They have a lot of beautiful people as well. They really and they've kind of poured in when I had questions about bigger technology, because they're running about 2,000.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So when I have questions, they're pouring into me on a level of, why not? Who's to say that we might not have that many at some point, or a few services with 500-600 people. So
I know Easter was a big day.
It did. It was.
It was 800 or more. Do you think?
It was somewhere in the sixes, between 6 and 7. So it was. We have to be prepared, because we don't know where God is going to pull people.
Yeah. Yep. Are there? So Amy is with you. She's in a part of your ministry, obviously.
Absolutely.
And she's part of your worship team. So let's transition just a little bit. And we talked about it just a minute. What led you to the revitalization's efforts, so to speak, or how did that come about with the theater department at Charleston?
Wow. So hopefully it's already been portrayed, but I have a heart for this community, this area, and I have a knack for the theatrical arts as well as Amy does.
Yes.
So we were given an opportunity to meet with Jamarcus.
Okay.
And
Superintendent
at Charleston. And he said, we are very passionate about giving as many students as many opportunities as we can. We know that the highest percentage, we want to give some sort of opportunity. So what's stopping us from having theater? You guys have a skill set. We have a drive to back multiple programs. And so, excuse me, he said, what's that going to take? And we ended up saying, hey, we'll do this because we care about these kids, and my kids are part of it as well.
Yeah.
So we have a heart for that opportunity. So we're volunteering to just bring this back to life. Yeah. There's a beautiful auditorium. If you don't know,
I was just going to say, Mike and I talked about it for just a second on the first part.
Yeah, it's coming up on 30 years, I believe. One of the gentlemen who was pretty important in that whole process told me, he's like, did you know we're coming up on 30 years of it being built? So I guess it was 96.
Oh, wow.
When they did their first show. But the Clara Drinkwater Newnham Auditorium is a jewel.
Yes.
Almost 500 seats to be able to have that right in your pocket, but not being as utilized as it could. We have assemblies, we have concerts and choir concerts, which are wonderful to have, but utilizing it as a theater space, they stopped in 06.
Oh, it's
20
been
years
20
ago.
Years.
Yeah, there was a really strong player in Miss Dee. She was wonderful to be able to bring as much as she did during that time. But when that season ended, there was no continuation of it. So that being said, we landed on that we're going to bring it back. And instead of talking about it as so many do, sometimes you're like, we'll formulate a plan and we'll make a committee and
Right.
we were like, okay,
just jump in.
This spring, we're going to do this show.
Oh, now, did that opportunity come to you, or did you go, we want to revitalize this kind of thing?
So I had expressed it over the years I've been here to say, man, that's just so underutilized.
Right.
But when it came down to it, he reached out, him and Michael Minner, who are very passionate about the students' efforts and their opportunities, which is great about that school. They said, can we do it? And I was like, all I could say is, yes, we can. Bob the Builder, right?
Right.
Yes, we can. And so they got behind it. We had about 30 students that are participating.
Awesome.
Tech side. And honestly, some of our tech guys that were like, well, we just want to be backstage, ended up saying, hey, we want to be in this number. That looks like too much fun. So there's this growth in being able to do that. I told the newspaper, I said, we're going about it in a way that we're going to eat this hippopotamus one bite at a time because it can be a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It really can. But with the backing and the effort to say, what's the first step? And the community responded well. I mean, even outside alumni, there's a strong history of theater in Charleston. I don't know if you guys really know about that, but even my mom was part of a Hello Dolly in the 70s.
Really?
So
I used to do one like every other year, didn't they? I think for a while.
They probably rotated, and that was in the old high school, the one that burned.
It was actually what many people nowadays would know as the junior high.
The junior high.
And with the high school done their productions at the junior high, and then somewhere it was in the early 90s when that burnt.
Yep.
The junior.
The junior high.
So
there was a couple of years there where there probably was nowhere to do performing arts because I know until I graduated in '93, we didn't really have a place to do that. I remember doing Annie.
Sure.
My freshman year in high school at the old junior high school. It was originally high school, became junior high. Then so there was that, and then the Drinkwater Center wasn't
done yet
until like '96, somewhere around there.
So you missed your opportunity for that big dance number, didn't you?
I didn't miss no opportunities. I did, like you said, I did participate in the backstage, like a stage crew. There's all kinds of ways to be involved with arts,
right?
And that's what I told Jamarcus and Minner, that we're not just talking about we're producing singers and actors.
Right.
We have technology that can go right out in your community. I mean, look what we're on right now.
Right.
You have guys that can go do audio, that can do lighting, that can build.
Yep.
I mean, but we can also draw.
You got opportunities too. Like you got people that you need ushers.
Yes.
Like people to greet people at the doors.
Business. I mean, ticket sales and things like that. We wanted to make it an opportunity to be across the curriculum is how I presented it, because we even have opportunities in talks about even playwright festivals, creative writing. We're going across the different avenues of exploring how do we utilize the skills that I'm teaching you in a classroom to be able to make this come into like fruition, like to follow it to the end of that end after that Sunday. That Sunday performance happens, how many people were able to tap into what they're interested in?
Right.
I mean, and it could be anything. Like there's all kinds of building things to tear down and everything.
Do you think this will lead to some? Is there a drama class now or no?
There's no drama class right now. We're a department that's more like a club or an after hours because of my career obligations.
Sure. No, of course.
But there's no it's not saying that we wouldn't be able to have workshops,
Right.
weekend
you gotta
workshops.
crawl before you run.
Yeah, exactly.
You're starting it from the ground. Is there a drama? There's drama here, right?
Yeah, the drama class. I think the drama class started. I'm gonna say my sophomore year.
Yeah. An actual, you can take
An actual class,
drama
like an
class.
elective.
Yeah.
As an
Okay.
elective.
There we
I
go.
believe the drama teacher at your time is now the
Is
theater.
now at
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame.
Emily
Steinley.
Steinley. That's
yeah,
right.
she's
she
doing a
wa-
phenomenal job there. I'm learning a lot.
She was drama teacher in Sykeston for my sophomore and junior year, and then my junior
So
year.
shout out Emily right there.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Exactly.
She's doing wonderful things, and tying it back to even the sports tie. Did you know that they have competitive theater? Like you can go to state for competitive theater.
I
had
know.
no
I know.
idea.
Like
Yeah.
my
For
daughter.
Notre Dame does, or
Oh yeah,
yeah, because
statewide.
I think Lucy did
Yep,
something.
she got
Yep.
really big into
shout
it.
Shout out to Lucy.
I know Caitlin.
Lucy Allen.
Yeah.
Lucy Allen.
I know Caitlin. My daughter did one act. I think is what it was called
Mm-hmm.
in Georgia, and that was a big like they would go to state and stuff like that. That's kind of how
Okay.
she ended up like I guess because she went to Young Harris for like 1 year, which is a performing arts school.
That's in Georgia.
It's
right?
in Georgia. It's
Yeah.
It's Young Harris. It's by Blairsville, Georgia, somewhere kind of that's probably the biggest town around there.
Right.
But I mean, like I think that provided an opportunity for her to be able to go to college.
Yep.
Right.
It's a launching place to get seen. I mean, even if they're not coming to the Boot Hill to see our production, but they're getting seen because we can take part of our production to that competitive level and
Is
have
That's
awards.
nice.
I was thinking, is that
Nice.
something that y'all would like to possibly implement at
Oh,
Charleston?
we're pursuing it. We're going to pursue it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
because you can do it on different levels. You can have individual acts. You can have duets. You can have large group numbers. It's another opportunity for people to see what's going on in the Boot Hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, not trying to compare, but comparison, it would be almost like bandfield competitions, almost like kind of like that.
Well, I mean, that's as we talked about before. Erin, my wife, accompanies band and choir, and that's their state competition. So that's
Yeah.
the very similar thing that you're talking
exactly.
about. Okay, is that Misha sanctioned? I don't.
Well,
Or is-
doesn't Misha doesn't really stand for athletics?
No. Misha stands for
Missouri High School,
Missouri State
High School Activities Association.
activities. Yeah, it's activities, not athletics.
That's a good question.
Oh,
I'm
it
gonna
is.
have to find because that may very well fall under that their
Misha,
sanction.
yeah. It may. I don't know, but that's it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, because they're swimming and all sorts of things.
Matter of fact, like they're kind of going away from the athletic director to activities director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them are called activities directors.
Well, I mean,
now.
look at I'm not as familiar with whether Sykeston has it, but we have a robotics team over in Charleston.
We do.
We have
we have esports.
esports.
Now.
Yeah, esports.
They might not have had it this year, but we've had esports within the last since we've been here.
Yeah.
It's now that's exploded. That's a
Oh,
whole
my gosh.
another. You need to bring some esports person
I
on
agree.
because that
East
is
Prairie has a bass fishing team.
yeah.
Really?
Well, Murray State,
Yeah.
they're very competitive.
Yeah, they have a rodeo there.
Yep.
So there's
Well, the UT Martin does too. I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it lands with what Jamarcus came to me with. He said, we want to make, there are a certain percentage of kids, and I don't even know what that percentage was, but there's a certain percentage of kids that are just not going to get active. They just want to graduate and get gone.
Yeah.
But if you can tap into that interest with all the rest in some form or fashion,
doesn't mean they're going to win a Tony or an Emmy or an
No.
Oscar or whatever, but they can have that.
they could be a lawyer and be confident in, you could be public speaking. You can address, even if you're working at McDonald's as a manager, you can address your team with confidence.
Yes.
And memorize what corporate is trying to tell you,
Correct.
Yeah.
By a skill that you might learn from theater.
That's correct. And Luke has been involved, and you were involved.
Yeah.
You and Amy were involved in some plays at Sykeston
Yeah,
Theater as
absolutely.
well.
Actually, that's where we first met.
Yeah.
Amy and Christian and I were in a production of Sound of Music.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then we first met at like a rehearsal or something.
Sure, yeah.
And then we all did Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yep.
And
I
then
remember that.
y'all did Newsies. I helped around backstage, and then we did other shows. We did Christmas Carol together.
Absolutely.
Oh, I forgot.
That was a.
That's where I think I remember.
Yeah,
that was a fun show to do.
That's a similar model of like how we're just exploring, because I like New Madrid has a theater as well. So it arts can find their place.
It'd be interesting to kind of find out like how many people from even like Charleston, Sykeston that are working in arts, like some form of.
Sure.
I mean, like, because I know there are.
There are.
Chris Jackson is from Cairo. Who was he, Luke?
George Washington in
Hamilton.
In the OG
in
OG
the original
Hamilton.
cast. Chris Jackson. He was on.
I think he was on Bull.
Bull. It's on CBS.
Yeah.
He's from Cairo.
Oh, that's awesome.
actually, Lucy ran into him in New York.
Wow.
Lucy Allen did.
Yeah, Lucy Allen.
Yeah.
And there's also some. I know there's some tech crew and costume design folks that have come out of this area.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's when we hit the level of being able to bring the technology up to snuff to what we're working in right now, teaching and having the right equipment to be able to say, hey, you're gonna encounter this in real life. I can get you a job this summer working in a theater if you're able to have that tie and understanding of the concept. It might not be a massive theater, but it might be an opportunity for you to grow in an internship
or even on a church,
cruise ship, church. I mean like
that's
a lot of
technology is a big. I mean, that's a big like
they pay.
It is.
They pay.
I mean, I have cousins that go around and set up
corporate stuff as well.
Correct.
I mean, you probably have gone to many conventions to say, but they have audio. Sorry, they have audio. They have sound cues. They have lights to draw your attention. They have different AV.
Yep.
So it's across the curriculum.
That's terrific. I think it's great that you're bringing that back, because it's needed at every school. I don't want to go like down a rabbit hole, but there's one school in the area, and I won't say who, but they're not having band. I read that, and I'm music isn't necessarily my thing. I know your kids play sports, and Mike and I are sports guys, but not every kid, and not every kid's a basketball player, or a football, or baseball, or whatever. But there is something that they can do in maybe the arts. Maybe they're really good at that, or they like acting, or whatever.
I was gonna say Friday nights wouldn't be the same without a band.
Correct. Right. I totally agree.
I think having that well-rounded opportunity is because I was joking with the guys earlier, but our Cinderella for our production, she's a javelin thrower. Talk about treading lightly when I'm giving notes during rehearsal.
She just got out of a track practice or meet.
Exactly.
That's right.
And she's phenomenal. She is such a jewel. But when you go and you throw javelin, and then we have baseball players, we have football. Right. One of our guys is actually recruited D1, I believe.
Holy cow!
So he's headed there, but he is absolutely excited about this production. So we tie into having the unity. Even the coaches are excited about this because it gives opportunity, experience.
Correct.
So we just tie into it.
You got to think these kids haven't really experienced a live performance in Charleston.
Possibly.
And many of them don't even come to Sykeston to watch one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or wherever,
Right.
They've never gone to the Fox Theater.
Maybe a brand new concept for a lot of them.
Right.
Probably never been to the Fox Theater or the Orpheum. And,
And that being said, now that we have that first bite of the hippopotamus is this production, and then we're able to utilize some of the connections that I have or some of my friends have to be able to bring them to the area, to have a season to just benefit the area, to benefit commerce, to benefit that.
That'd be terrific.
I was able to talk to the city council, and they were excited because who's to say you're not going to go have dinner and then go see the show, or it all ties into in what we're trying to do. But eventually, I think we'll have some sort of season or some sort of tours possibly come through.
That'd be
or
awesome.
Yeah,
What,
Broadway
camps
guys.
What, camps?
Camps, yeah. It might not always be run by me, but it'll surely be facilitated by me and Amy in our efforts to grow it.
Well, and here's the thing is
they're blessed to have you there.
They are blessed to have you.
That.
But at the same time, you bringing something to them will continue that beyond y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Miss Reed did a great job with what she did.
Sure.
But at the same time, we've got to create and have people come back and do it some more.
Yeah, and I believe she's excited that it's happening.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure she is.
Yeah.
Have you learned any? Have you and Amy learned anything from the students? I know you're teaching them a lot. You have to be, but what are you getting from the students? You have to get a sense of pride or something from the students.
Absolutely. I guess this would be a twofold. I have realized I'm old, and there's some generational stuff. But that being said, we're getting opportunity to spend time with our kids.
Oh yeah,
and know their friends and know some of the struggles that they might be going through. Not even these kids particular, but students globally.
Yep.
What's on their plate at this point? So, kind of learning what they're going through, and but then as far as an arts perspective, to take someone that's never experienced and walk them from here's what we're going to do to watching them succeed or watching them thrive in something that's completely new to them has been, and there's multiple examples of that in our production, because I believe only two have been part of our, maybe three have been part of a production ever before. Oh. So working from
first timers,
bunch of first timers, but you would never know it. You'd really awesome. Never know it. And so, and just exploring what they can push themselves to do. One of the things that I kind of drew from in Alabama, I came, this big sports name drop here. You ready? So I came to Alabama the second year of Nick Saban's tenure.
Okay.
So he didn't get to use his team the first year.
Yep.
But then when he got there, when I got there, that was the year that it was just national championship, you know. But his process, I don't know if you've read his book, but there's a process.
Right.
And I gleaned from that because running parallel right alongside him was my opera director, Paul Hotailing, shout out, because he had such a similar mentality of Nick Saban. He took and grew a program for opera and vocal performance.
That's
and
awesome.
Expected a lot out of you.
Yeah.
But you knew where you sat and you knew what it was going to take to get there. It wasn't just given to you. It was a process.
Right.
And so to kind of instill that in the kids, it's not going to be given to you, but you can get there.
Right.
That's a life lesson.
That's exactly right.
So
that's exactly right.
What talking about Nick Saban? Like talking about that.
Oh yeah.
He was at my graduation.
Nice.
Nick
nice.
Quote.
He mentions this all the time.
Is you're either going to go through the pain of discipline or the pain of disappointment. Which one you want?
Yeah.
One or the other. You have to. You don't have. I mean, one or the other is going to happen, and you get to.
You're going to go through the pain.
Yeah.
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 You might as well learn the process doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. What was your thinking on Cinderella? How did you choose that? What was that like? Or how did you get to that? I mean, there are a jillion plays you could choose from.
Sure. You kind of feel out the initial interest that you kind of know about. So
you can't pick 100-part play for 25 people. So.
You know whether you're girl heavy, boy heavy, and also when you have my kids are a little bit of an inside track that I think they're going to participate if it happened, because we didn't roll it out until we knew it was going to happen. You don't want to give them false hopes. There's too much of that around here.
Yeah.
You go, hey, it's going to happen. Do you want to be a part of this? Something bigger than you, because 20 years ago this was something big and we're revitalizing. So you're year one, show one of a revitalization process.
So cool.
I really tried to instill that in them because I think they're getting it
Yep.
to see the public outcry about what we're doing. But that being said, go back to my question. Hit me again with that question, because I think I took a turn.
That's okay. How did you get to Cinderella? What led you to that?
So that actually has been a historical show throughout the different eras of Charleston theater.
I was going to say, I was going to think it had been one that had been done
There's
before.
been 2 or 3. So it happened in the 60s. I think it happened in the 80s for sure. Yeah. And some of the big community members that are part of it, not that we were influenced by it, they didn't even know what was happening. Right. But some of the big community members were, I was Cinderella in that, or I was, this who are, whatever part.
I remember seeing Cinderella in the 80s.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember exactly when, but I remember it was like in the 80s.
When I presented to the city council, Monica Gooden, she was a Cinderella in one of those productions. So we really got to have that. That's a great show to lean on.
And it's also something the kids probably recognize.
Well, that's the other part of it too.
Yeah. It's because there was a movie version that came out, and it's easy to really lean into the diversity of it. Like there's no specifics that you have to get bound by. Okay. It's timeless, I dare say.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
And who doesn't love Rodgers and Hammerstein? Right?
I mean, they're
fantastic,
iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just that's great. I was curious how you got to that. So, did you say how many are involved in the show? Did you say
it's about 30?
30-ish?
Yeah, about 30.
Okay,
give or take.
And casts how many?
So far we have
okay.
Give or take, I would say we hit about 30. We have a few more teachers that have jumped on board to help on the stage side of it, the stage management, because so many kids decided to be on stage. We needed a little more help backstage, and so that's cool to see them come up because they know they're going to be part of this process.
Right.
So yeah,
that's awesome. So so it's May 1st at
May 1st at 8:00. Fun little crossover.
Oh yeah.
I believe it's called district track meet.
Yep.
Is that so? District track meet is that day, and considering half my cast is in track and field, javelin, running, throwing, all of it. It's phenomenal to see. But that means we had to delay the curtain just enough. And if they're still trickling in, we might have to delay it just a little bit more. But it's going to be an 8:00 performance.
Okay.
And on the 3rd, that would be a Sunday, right?
And so that's the Friday night is when the district is at 8:00, and then we do May 3rd, which is at 2:00.
I'll say a matinee.
Yeah. Matinee.
Okay.
Nice. Go to church, eat some lunch, and then come enjoy the show.
Right. Mm-hmm. So then you're having a Little Princess Tea fundraiser. Tell us about that.
Sure. Yeah. We thought it would be a lot of fun for them to get that princess experience.
Sure.
So we're having a kind of a brunch time tea party. My wife is really leaning into this, and some of the community ladies have said, "Oh, that's such a fun idea." So we are having tea. They get the chef's finest snacks. They get a wand to have, whether they're the production that they go see, and then they get to learn a dance routine from the show from Miss Amy on the stage in their princess dresses. Oh. And this doesn't limit it to princesses. We can go prince as well. I mean, if they want to be part of the tea party, it's going to be fun. And then they get to have a meet and greet with Cinderella herself.
So nice.
I mean, and it's a fun. What we said in the post.
Twofold. I mean, you're introducing a bunch of young kids to theater too.
That's
absolutely one little side excitement point. We still have yet to roll out who our fairy godmother is, and I'm not even sure by the time this airs if we have, but that is something to be excited about.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout for that rollout whenever that happens.
We'll leave you with a cliffhanger.
Sure.
Yeah, cliffhanger.
Sure.
Kind of iconic in Charleston.
Yeah.
But we've been bound. You
signed
NDAs
non-disclosure agreements.
Yeah. An NDA. signed in blood. Yeah, we won't say. So that's exciting things. We're very happy. We're very excited. I think it's needed. Again, the more the better, in my opinion. And
so this is just the beginning, though.
Just the beginning.
That's right.
Just the beginning. I know showing up at the theater for Cinderella is very crucial. Are there other things that we can do as a community to bring this along? I know you've already reached out to Charleston and stuff like that, but like, what are some things that we as a community can do to help bring this?
Yeah, sure. Like you said, the main thing is to be there so those kids know that they're backed and that there's somebody that finds them important enough to come watch their production that they've worked so hard on. But also in an effort to get everything kind of updated, we are doing a few different fundraising efforts. You know, in small towns, it's a lot of time. It's the big ask all the time, hitting. So we're trying to really be strategic about where and when to try to get that technology upgraded. But eventually it'll have to happen.
Right.
But that's something, if somebody feels led to give, you can go right through the main office, contact the superintendent's office and say theater department donation. And that would be a blessing for sure. Mm-hmm. Also, if you have a skill in any of the theater, like a heart for it,
or building something,
exactly,
or painting, or
building.
Whatever.
You wanna be able to help costuming. Amy is building this amazing. This is an absolute plug. But when you have the transformation from Cinderella in her Cinderella outfit to her ball gown right there on stage in a transformation dress that Amy made,
wow!
I got to see a little snippet of the test run,
yep.
And it blew my mind. So that's worth coming to see it in the first place. But if you have a skill set that you want to share some of your time to be able to help do costumes, help just pour into these kids.
Yeah. When and where and how do we get tickets?
Sure. We have the Clara Drinkwater Noonan Auditorium, which is right on the north end of the Charleston High School. It's a beautiful auditorium. You'll be happy you came. We have tickets available right now on Eventbrite. If you look up the area and go to Cinderella in either, you can search up Sikeston in the location, Charleston in the location, it's going to pop up the two performances. They're two separate performances, so be sure to check those dates. The Friday night performance and the Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
And as far as the tea party goes, go ahead and we can maybe leave my email or my number to be able to contact to just sign up. We have about 40 spots, and I think they'll go pretty quick for that. But make it an evening, make it a date night, make it a Sunday afternoon.
Are tickets just one price, and can you get them at the door too?
Sure. They come out to be about $12.51 and per ticket going through that platform, but we have specific seats, so you go in and you can see exactly where you want to sit. If that seat's available, it's yours. Also, throughout the next couple weeks, Amy is going to be at the Vibe Coffee House in Charleston. To be able to kind of walk through. If you're having trouble with the Eventbrite platform, she'll be able to walk you through purchasing those tickets. But because they're numbered seats, we had to go 100% through that.
Okay. Can you? So you can't get them at the door then necessarily, or
if we sell out, that's going to be not an option. But I believe we're also going to have a standby opportunity to where if there's open seats by the time the curtain goes, we'll be able to take cash or check at the door to buy those. But preferably, let me know you're coming.
Let's sell it out.
Yeah, I mean, sell it out. Buy
2
them.
shows of 500. I think we have the people to do it in this area.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that's terrific. Is there anything else before we move on to our lightning round?
All right.
To anything else about the performance, about the kids, that we need to know? is there. So you got Eventbrite. That's how we get tickets.
Yep.
And by the way, if you listen to this and we don't, if there's something that you need to know, you can email the Doghouse. Email me or get in touch with Micah or get in touch with Luke. If you guys know Luke, get in touch. We will get you in touch with Perry. Yep. I promise you. If you want a ticket, we will help facilitate that.
Appreciate that.
Sure, absolutely. This is a big deal. Kids need this opportunity. Perry and Amy are spending their blood, sweat, and tears and their time and treasure to bring this about, to revitalize this. Again, we say this all the time, and I when we say it, we truly mean it. But a rising tide lifts all boats. And it doesn't mean just boats in Sikeston. It means boats in this area,
We've
right?
talked about this region. I mean,
in this region, there are things that we can do, and not that we can do it, but as a community of our region, we can lift all the boats. And if we can help with that, I mean, I'm all about it.
And one way to rise that tide right now is support this.
Yeah. Be there and support this. Yeah, I mean, it's $12. Right. I mean, heck, we waste $12. There's probably $12 of change in our cushions and our couch.
Shit, there's a couple good places to eat in Charleston too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on over there. City limits. I hadn't got to eat there since it's back open, I guess.
Oh yeah.
There were a bunch of people from Sikeston over there at the Dogwood Azalea this weekend. Yeah. I know you guys were over there and you set up tents. Heck, let's go support it. I mean, who doesn't like Cinderella?
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness, go support these kids, and it's a big enough thing. Perry and Amy are some of our friends, and we want to support them as well, and they're doing it from their heart, and I know the passion they have for it. Obviously, they have the background for it. If it were me trying to lead it, there's no telling what it would be. I don't have any experience in that, but we all know our limitations, and that's right in your wheelhouse. You've done that, and I think it's going to be terrific. And don't miss this. It's $12. Go over there. And you know what? I'll just say this right now. If you can't afford a $12 ticket, let me know and I will buy you a ticket. I've told you. I've said that. I will say it.
I was sitting there thinking that. I mean, because I'm like, we want everybody, especially everybody that's connected to it, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you can't afford a ticket, if somebody tells you that, you let me know and I'll buy the ticket. And I'm not saying that to boast. I'm saying this is how much I want people to support this. Right. I'm not. It's $12. It's not about the money. I don't even want people to know that I did it. Other than, hey, if I need a ticket, just do that. I will buy a ticket. So I believe that much in it, and I believe what you're trying to do to help these kids. And so I'm that passionate about it. Obviously, I'm very passionate about Sikeston kids, but I'm passionate about kids. I think this is very important.
And I think it's important to give every kid an opportunity to do what they want to do. I mean, support them in positive things.
Sure.
I mean, there's probably family members that have people in this that maybe feel like they can't go.
Right.
Yep. I don't want that to be a hindrance.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make that. So again, Eventbrite. If you need help, get in touch with us. We will make sure you get the tickets, and I'll have to.
In one way or another.
Eventbrite is an app. I assume, correct? Eventbrite, Brite, right?
Yes.
I think you can find it, download it.
Is that the same one that Sikeston uses for?
No, ours is Hometown or something.
Sure.
It's different.
There's a few different. We were trying to land on a platform, but I think this is a familiar enough one with this area for different churches.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it before. Yeah.
I guess Luke, since you're our special guest and host,
he's gonna put you on the spot now.
What kind of question do you have for Perry?
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Put him on the spot.
Man. We can just start playing the Jeopardy theme song just right now.
I did put you on the spot. But I do want to give you the opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's
see.
Anything you want to ask him about sight and sound? Anything that you always wanted to know?
Like the inside scoop on something?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Oh gosh.
Nothing.
Okay. So
bad.
sight and sound.
Okay.
Favorite role that
there you
you've
go.
done, or like favorite show, like favorite memory?
At Sight and Sound.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
that. Great question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I got to do a lot of awesome shows, but I think my favorite would be Grandfather Shepherd in Miracle of Christmas. It was
fantastic.
It was a great opportunity, like a great song, to be able to just almost be there in the birth of, like with the birth of Jesus, and getting to hold that little baby doll of what it was, but to just kind of lose yourself to think that
in that moment,
how awesome it would have been if you were a shepherd to get to see our Savior right there, in flesh.
Wow.
So that was a really neat production. It was a lot more low key than a lot of the other the spectacle shows, but I think that's my favorite role at Sight and Sound.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good question.
Right, great question.
That's
good question.
the song. Of course, listen to the soundtrack. It's I think it's "Shadow of the Cross."
Yep.
It's just see, I listen to this all the time, so I'm just
Sure.
like spouting off.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's why we got you on here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's right.
That is a
That's
great
right.
show. I love it.
Because we're going to ask questions like, what do you need help with?
That's right. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right, let's move on to the lightning round.
All right.
One worship song. What's one worship song that always means something to you?
Actually, one that we're doing this weekend is "This Goodness of God."
Oh my gosh,
Love that song.
Were you?
Well, I'll be honest with you. That's been played at every one of our parents' funerals so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you at Justin and Tara's when?
I was not. Because
Okay.
remember, that's when Becky had broke her hip.
Oh, that's right.
So, like, it's pretty common. Well, it is.
I mean,
been a theme in all our-
it's an unbelievable song, but yes,
Yes.
I didn't
because
even think about that, Micah.
Because it is very
it's powerful,
powerful,
appropriate,
and it's just
kind
like,
of all
and
that.
it's so real. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we don't realize how good God is, and we take that for granted so often.
Yeah.
He's
We need to
running
sing
after
about
us.
it.
You know, he's running after us.
I guess a close second would also be "You've Already Won."
I was thinking that.
That's it's talking about the battle that's already he already knows the outcome of it. If you just surrender it all to Him as well. So those are my two go-to.
The goodness of God. Probably the second time I ever heard the song was right before COVID.
Right before COVID. Yeah.
My brother and sister-in-law lost a baby, and they ended up having a graveside. How they sang that song, those two after that, was only by the grace of God.
Yeah.
I was in tears and I wasn't even singing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, holy moly, it was a miracle that they sang that.
I will say the same day
Yep.
that Justin and Tara sang it, our church sang that.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That
just a God
Yeah,
thing.
but you're right. But then I didn't think about that, Micah. It was played there, and then at your dad's, my dad's, and my mom's.
Yeah.
So it's just been sort of something that's for our family that's just been.
And I mean, not even that. I mean, if we're going to go into the more Southern gospel world, Autumn Nealon sang that like a month after her parents, sister, brother-in-law, their pilot, and I think like maybe like another couple had a tragic plane crash going off on a Gaither
how
cruise.
the heck can you sing that?
And she was 7 months pregnant at the time.
Yeah, I mean to be able to sing that song and talk about the goodness of God after that.
Well, I'll be honest with
what
you.
we consider tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, like in times like that, the only thing I think it makes us focus on the goodness of God. I mean,
Yeah.
even in that process. I mean, I'm sad my dad's gone,
Sure.
but God's still good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and he's everything to me. And my dad was a big part of pointing me to God.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was just, and you know, I mean, it's a very, I agree with that song. I mean, like,
Yep. Totally agree. Absolutely. Totally agree.
Yeah. Okay. Now I talked about Sight and Sound, but now secular. What's one performance or role that like it's like so like there in your mind, or it was like the moment that's like I want to pursue this.
Oh, pursue it.
or not even that, but just like it was just so.
Wow. Okay, so pursuing. I've been a theater kid since I was little. just get that one little bit of permission that says, hey, you can go try to do this and then actually do it. I wouldn't say there's a particular role, but I would say as far as an influential role, the most recent role I think would have been the experience that I got to have in November. To sing alongside Matt Cavanaugh from Broadway. He lives over in Jonesboro now, him and his wife Jenny, who as well as he was a Tony on Broadway, and wow. she was in the original cast of Little Women with Sutton Foster.
Wow.
Theater. I mean, that sounds like name dropping, but they're just phenomenal people, and they've just been good to me. And so I got to sing Dr. Craven in The Secret Garden alongside him and sing the duet Lily's Eyes.
Oh, it's such a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's just that was just very meaningful to just be able to just scratch that itch every now and then. Because I really pour myself into my calling of worship leading. Right. But to be able to scratch that theater itch in a few different ways is also a great opportunity. But I would say that's one of the big ones for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's one word right now that describes your Charleston theater students?
I would say enthusiastic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it. All right. What's your favorite part of bringing a live production to the stage?
Yeah, I would say that we have the excitement to create in real time. Mm. So to bring something that is moving, whether we're ready or not, it's there, it's happening, and it's not, even if you get it on film or on video, it's not the same experience. You get to experience it and produce it alongside the people that are experiencing it in the audience. So that's awesome. I would say that's my takeaway.
Great. That's great. What's one lesson from University of Alabama that kind of sticks with you? University of Alabama is a big world, so to speak.
Be sure you know where you're going to park on game day. That's real.
That's good.
That's true.
Good.
That's funny.
We've avoided going to Tuscaloosa just because
we have.
Oh man, let's go to the quad. We'll go together.
Okay, so Micah, Justin, and we lost a good friend last year. That we have started a tradition. The first year was 22. So we go to an away SEC Mizzou game. So we've gone
Auburn,
mm-hmm. which I know you love.
I'm sorry, yeah.
The Warriors,
slumming it.
That's right.
No, but I'm going to be out. Well, I guess I haven't been to Alabama yet. Yeah. But I will tell you that probably the prestige and the pageantry of it was probably our best experience so far.
The theater, if you will, of SEC football.
Oh yeah,
is on a level, and that's one of those carryovers.
Agreed.
I mean, the lights, the production, everything.
The eagle, the hedges.
It lands.
Yep.
It lands.
For sure.
Wait till you experience Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Oh yeah, no.
We know, but SEC football as a whole.
Yep.
I'm gonna need to get in on these trips because I like that. It's theater world.
We've still got some.
We've got some
big ones.
We've went to driving range so far.
So we went to Auburn.
Okay.
We've gone to Mississippi State.
Okay.
We're going to go to Ole Miss this year.
Been to Kentucky.
We've been to Kentucky.
Okay.
And you went to Norman.
We went to Oklahoma. So
it's
new.
I've been to
that's new.
It's new. Oh, and they went to Vandy.
So you've been to LSU yet?
Have not been to LSU. Now I have. I haven't been to a game, but I went to banking school.
That's
LSU.
probably
okay.
That may very well be on the table for next year.
Sure.
Not this year
coming,
but the 2027.
Yeah.
Because the new SEC school, the schedule, they play every school within 4 years.
Right.
Yeah. So we've got
actually at home they play They play them every 2 years.
Sure.
Well, but so I mean, it's kind of anyway. It's a lot better.
The Florida and South Carolina, we're going to have to probably fly to that.
Oh,
one.
in Texas,
Sure.
and Texas,
In Texas,
In Texas, yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. So we're working our way through that, but it's that's funny.
And Ole Miss is probably this year.
Yeah, probably going to go to Ole Miss.
Well,
this
we've
year.
already kind of talked about it. So
Exactly. Yeah. What is something that people would be surprised to learn about you?
All right, twofold. Let's see. I would say if you like the Muppets, don't watch a Muppet movie with me. Amy and my kids will absolutely verify this, because I will walk through that movie. Anything Muppets, I will tell you who the voice actor is, all the history of the character. I bleed Jim Henson.
Okay.
I actually auditioned for the Atlanta Center for the Puppetry Arts.
No kidding.
And if it wouldn't have been such a far distance from my residence, I feel like I would have gotten a season with them.
Wow.
It's a passion. It's an excitement. It's a way that they bring something to life. So it's a creation. It's kind of like what I'm doing. Not that I'm calling my students puppets.
Right. No.
But we're creating and we're bringing something to life, and that's a lot of fun for me.
Awesome.
So I would say that's the big one. And because we just lost a dear community member, Mr. Bill By, and he had a huge heart for Elvis. I will admit that over the years I have been known to be an Elvis impersonator.
No way. No way.
Oh, hold on. Can we get a little sample?
Sure.
Oh my God.
If you're ready for it.
Let's go.
Wise men say
Oh my gosh.
only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Thank you very much.
I was gonna say, you got to hit me with the thank you very much. Awesome.
So there's that.
awesome.
I
did not.
I think we got a reel to roll out.
Yeah.
We got a reel.
That is
We
a
got the
reel that will be out.
We
That
got
is
the
for
reel.
sure. That is for sure. All right, last question. Or actually, two more. One question after this. What does success mean to you in this season of life? What does that look like?
Wow.
That's a pretty big question.
Yeah. Because I'm, I've got my hands in so many fronts.
Mm-hmm.
I would say whatever I'm accomplishing for the kingdom is important.
Certainly.
Whatever I'm being able to help facilitate for these kids is important.
Mm-hmm.
But I think so much for me is to be a better dad, and in my that's one of those. I debated when you said what role or what was that biggest thing. I think that just to be the husband and dad that I pursue to be better every day.
Yeah.
So
Same
that would be, if it's success on how they turn out. It's not always unicorns and cupcakes, but to have kids and my kids' friends to be able to have that influence. I would say that would be success for me.
Awesome. Last question.
Okay.
3 people we need to get on the show.
Wow. I would say Noah Mason.
Okay.
It's good people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
The newly
licensed.
Yeah, newly licensed youth minister
There we go.
over at Minor. I would say, man.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah.
You can get them to me later.
Yeah, I'll give them to you.
Yeah.
I meant there's just so many, because a lot of them I think you've already hit. I
Gotcha.
love tuning in.
Okay. We can do virtual too. So
Sure.
we've done a couple that way. By the way, one of our recent guests, I don't know if you even know this, sports, Mr. Lane Ballou. Lane is from Advance. He played basketball at high school in Advance, went to Three Rivers and played 2 years, went to play at Ole Miss. He then was GA at Ole Miss, graduate assistant. Then he has been an assistant coach a couple places. His first head coaching job was in Gulf Coast State College, which is a junior college in Panama City. This was his second year this year, and they made it to the junior college national tournament, and they were in the Final Four, and they lost in the semifinals. Just announced, I think yesterday, he is now moving to be an assistant at Florida International, which is in Miami.
Wow.
So he is going from JUCO head coach to a Division I.
They were a Cinderella a couple years ago.
Yeah.
FIU was.
FIU.
That's right. That's right.
For sure.
And so he is, I'm not sure who the head coach is. I guess I could look it up. But Lane, we had Lane on
About a month ago.
Yeah. Ish.
It was finishing up March Madness. I mean,
it was toward the end of March because it was before you could win your way into that too, and just like the March Madness, the big NCAA tournament, you can get some at-large bids. They end up getting an at-large bid as well, and so it was right around that time. So it would have been toward the end of February, early March-ish kind of thing. So anyway.
Well, I know you lean into the Sikeston sports aspect, but man, if you could get the new football coaches over from Charleston after their first year, I mean they just hit their first year.
Okay.
Rayfield and Coach Adams, they are.
We've had on Dexter's head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are some salt of the earth guys. They're passionate about football across the board. So
I'll be honest with you, we probably need to get Jamarcus on at one time.
Yeah. Minner. Have you had Minner on?
Oh, yeah,
we did.
I thought I'd.
Oh yeah, he's a hoot.
Oh yeah,
absolute hoot.
Yeah,
he's
the voice of the SEMO tournaments, right?
Exactly. Well, listen, I have enjoyed this immensely. I've learned a lot about you. I felt like I knew a lot about you, but to get to spend some quality time, as we say, we're about an hour and a half in, so it goes just like that when you're having fun. Luke, thank you for your insight. It was
no problem.
Mike and I were talking. Mike and I were talking before. We're like, we don't know if he'll be able to get him started, and then we don't know if we'll be able to get him to shut up. So we're not sure how that's going to go. So thank you for being on. Is this your second one?
Second one.
You were on with Marty when we had Marty Williams, our good friend, FBI agent, or retired FBI.
Yeah, almost lost me that day.
That's he got into a coughing fit and had to leave. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Right.
So I think that was even pre-video, I think. Or were we video?
Oh, it was pre-video.
It was pre-video.
We weren't videoing it.
Marty goes, where's he going? Is he all right?
I'm like, nah, he going to go hack up a lung and come back.
I don't know. It was like one of those spring or summer codes.
Yeah, he couldn't. He was drinking water and trying to get himself under control.
Eat candy and everything, like kind of
coat his throat.
Well,
I
sincerely appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely.
And your heart for this area.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just, it's phenomenal to see and to see the span you cover and see the excitement for this podcast. So really, I appreciate you guys having me.
No, absolutely. It is our pleasure. It's been wonderful. Thanks for teaching us more about the arts.
Yeah, sure.
Again, we know.
Hey, I know what I watch on. Stage.
I'm gonna take 1 second. We've talked about this before, and I've had people tell me like, "Man, I've never heard it put that way." But we had a speaker. I listened to a speaker one time, and he talked about why did when Jesus spoke to a group of people, what did they do? They ate. He met them at their most basic need. And not that's what we're doing, but we're trying to meet people where they are. We know sports in this area is a big deal too, right? We feel like if we can use that to meet people, so to speak.
Sure.
I'm not Jesus. I'm not trying to compare myself to Jesus, but we can use some similar tactics that Jesus used, right?
Become like Jesus.
That's right. We want to become like Jesus, but we are meeting people at that level.
Yeah.
I think that's what I appreciate you guys and your unifying front towards everything that's happening in this area.
Yeah, we want to be. you can stand back. What was, man, I saw the quote. Basically, I'm going to mess it up, but it's basically something about the guy that toils, and he may fail, but he's on the field, he toils, and it's better to do that and fail than to just sit back and throw rocks at people and say, well, nothing ever changes, nothing ever good ever happens.
Well, it's kind of like the starfish story, you know what I mean? Like kind of the guy walking along the beach and throwing starfish back in the water and says, well, you're not going to make a difference for all of them. He's like, but I made a difference for that one.
That's correct.
Right. Yeah.
That is exactly right.
I mean,
that's exactly right. That's right. That's what if we can help one thing, that's what we want to do, and we feel like we're promoting something positive. We don't want to be negative. Could we? Who knows? We may could get a jillion more people to listen if we got on here and start talking about politics and this and that. We get enough of that.
right, shoot.
I don't know, and I don't know enough about it necessarily.
I don't either.
And
don't want to know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
But what does matter is Jesus. I mean,
for sure.
And that is one of our goals is to be able to share the love of Jesus with everybody.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
And that's my life. I mean,
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for your kind words for us too. We appreciate that. Thank you for your time. Now, the three of us might say it. We get it. We end all of our shows. We say, "Go Dogs." So
the eye roll.
He's going to say something about flock or something.
Go Jays or something like that. I get it. I understand, and you can change it up.
Minner didn't do it either.
No, he stood there and looked at us.
I will give you a heavy lean into my Roll Tide, and we'll leave it at that.
Lean into the Roll Tide.
All right, for
Micah Harris.
Luke Tanner.
I'm Matt Tanner. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Roll Tide.